Alright, what's going on, guys? We're back with another video. I know it's been a few months since y'all have seen me or the boat, but we're gonna go ahead and do an install today of a new hood scoop that we 3D printed, and I'll give y'all a walk around of the boat as well since we redid everything and repowered it. So we'll go ahead and start the walkthrough of the boat first. I'm gonna do a walk around of the boat and just show you guys everything new we've done to it. We changed up quite a few things on it, kind of did a whole refresh on the boat, so it's not as much 1991 coated, it's a little more modern coated now, I hope. So starting with the front, we changed out the sheet metal windshield. It used to be like one of those low profile ones that come up to here. We did a plexiglass one-piece windshield, extends a little bit further, looks nicer and a little more modern. And then if you come into the interior of the boat, there's a lot more new stuff going on in here. All right, so starting at the helm of the boat, we basically redid the entire dash. We cut it out from like the curve of the windshield line, and this whole new piece is a new fiberglass piece. If you remember, the old dash had a bunch of analog gauges in it, had a step in the middle too with a flat top. So this one's got a little curved top to kind of match with the architecture of the windshield, and then it gave us more room to put a Garmin 1243 in here. So we got the 12-inch Garmin rigged up to all the vessel view and all the lights and everything, so everything is controlled off of here. And then we kept some stereo controls right there, and the key switch with the bilge and nav buttons right there, kept that simple. Put a new steering wheel and new trim and jack plate switches, as well as the C-Star Pro helm right there. And then here we add a little glove box, and then threw a little wireless charger in here too, just give a little better amenities. And then up inside the gunnels up there, we got two 8-inch JL M6 subs, and then we have 7.7 JL M6 speakers here. And of course the seats have been redone too. We reupholstered all that. And then if you come to the back of the boat, we got 8.8 JLs along the sides. They're all RGB speakers too. And then we redid the whole rear bench, kind of added these little headrests to it, as well as these cup holders. Kind of bolstered them a little bit. If you remember, the original one was a plain Jane flat one. And then also, if you want to give a quick look in the bilge, we redid the tanks. So we got aluminum tanks in here. No more fiberglass issues with the tanks, so we re-rigged all of that. New electronics, new fuel hoses, all that stuff. So then moving to the main part, we'll hop out of the boat real quick. We repowered it obviously with the 300R 4-stroke. It's got all mechanical controls like I mentioned before. And then along with that, we did a 4-inch setback Bob's Extreme jack plate, and then a C-Star Pro with the electronic assist, which is in the bilge as well. And then that's pretty much everything we did to the boat. We obviously have a Sportmaster lower unit, and we're running a Max 533 pitch right now. So that's pretty much everything we redid on the boat over the last few months. That's why you haven't seen much videos or content with it. But we're gonna go ahead and install this hood scoop and hopefully give the 300R a little bit more cold air, and it'll breathe better and sound a little bit better. So we're gonna go ahead and start the install and pull off the cowling. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and take this cowling off right here. Can I hand this to you? Yep. All right, so to take this thing off, we really just gotta take this hose clamp off of the throttle body, and then I think the whole thing should just kind of pop off. It's just like on grommets, and we just gotta take the breather hose off too. We'll just go ahead and take this, loosen it up.
Off the valve cover? Yeah, right there. And then everything pops off.
All right, and that's pretty much it. We got the airbox off, and the breather hose right here, we're gonna cap that too, the little filter. All right, so this is the plug that we had from the airbox. We're gonna go ahead and cap this off with just like a little filter that we got with the kit, and put a little bit of WD-40 around here just to help it slide in. Pretty much just massage it into this fitting. Go on like that, and then make sure you don't forget your hose clamp. We're gonna go ahead and tighten that up, and then we'll probably zip tie this out of the way, put it down somewhere, that way we don't get any interference with any of the moving parts. So we're gonna go ahead and tighten up this hose clamp and then move to the next step. All right, so we got this filter on top of the breather tube, and we're just gonna go ahead and push this down in here. There's a little opening right there. Just keep it tucked in out of the way. make sure you don't get any contact with any of your other moving pieces. So we just go right down there and it just sits just like so. So it fits right there snug. We're good on that. We're gonna go ahead and move to the cowling now and start installing the actual intake part. All right, so before we put this scoop on, we have to remove the opening door on top of the cowling. So to do that, you're gonna need an 8mm, and we're gonna go to these two up here in the front and these two in the back right there. And that should be all we need to remove. We'll go ahead and just rip those off real quick with the impact and take that door out. Just like that, the door piece comes off, and we'll save these screws for later. All right, we need just a very minor modification here. Don't get too stressed out. This is the pin and the nuts that are included with the intake kit. The pin is just like a hair larger diameter than the size of the hole that it's going into. So you just go ahead and get a bit. Let's see. It's a 3/8 bit, and that's a perfect size to get this as a snug, perfect fit. So you go ahead and just wring this out a little bit to 3/8. Make sure it's the correct hole that you're doing. All right, so we're done there. And now if you look, we got a perfect snug fit for that pin. And then we can go ahead and start threading this on the back side right there. We're gonna get some tools out and cinch this down, get it ready to go for the intake. All right, so we got some foam. It's basically like a weather stripping. This is gonna go around here. We're gonna go ahead and measure it all out and then cut the excess. This basically gives a good seal for the intake to go on there. That way there's good clean air seal and also no rattling whenever we install it. So we're gonna go ahead and peel the adhesive and just start applying it and get it all trimmed up. So we got a nice fitment right there. Just go ahead and make sure everything's snug. Make sure the adhesive is sticking on there good. And then we'll move to the next step. All right, I'm gonna give y'all a quick demonstration of how this mechanism works. There's like a little lip right here, and if you see, it goes in right up here and it just hooks and then goes right down, and then the pin right here holds it in place. So this keeps it all snug. You just go right there, push forward into it, snug it down right there, and then you're just gonna go ahead and put a washer and then run the cotter pin right through there. So I'm gonna keep it off right now because we're about to put it right back onto the motor, and then we'll put the cotter pin through once it's all installed. All right, so that's pretty much the final product. We have it installed. Cotter pin is through and it's good to go. We also have a rain guard that can cap this off, so if you get caught in some weather or you're towing it through some weather, you can just plug it up so you don't have to worry about any water going inside your intake. But that's pretty much it. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up the video. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. Put my Instagram right here. And if y'all wanna buy an intake scoop, I'll put the Instagram in the bio down below, and you can just message them on Instagram, and they'll be selling these as kits. You can have options to get them with 3D printed if you want raw finish, or if you want a black painted fish. There's gonna be a couple different options. So just message him and see what he has to offer. But these, we'll probably do a testing video on it soon once we get some good weather. And we'll do some, audio clips and performance clips and see the kind of results that we get from running the open airbox intake style. So I appreciate all you guys watching the video. We'll go ahead and get a couple more clips around the motor, and then we'll wrap it up, and we'll see you in the next video.